Hey everyone, this is this disconnect and welcome to my first video, or my second video on my YouTube channel, but my first little actually post commentary. And today we're going to be looking at a little gameplay I had of playing Midnight Ahri. And this commentary is honestly going to talk about that even though you're getting really fed, even fed doesn't mean you can actually carry the game. It really comes more down to just you can do everything right, but something can happen that your team is doing something wrong and it can just end with you losing the game. And this is a ranked gameplay around silver. I'm still trying to get myself up. I haven't playing much ranked lately, just been trying to get back into playing. And I had this game where everything was going really right for me, but I can still carry the game because of a mistake my team is doing. I'm not saying it's a flawless game for me either. I'm lasting really bad in this early game, as you're going to be seeing. I'm also missing a Kassadin mid that's almost my counter. I picked the second Ahri, and just because she's my favorite mid champion and it's also one of my mains. And I got the counter picked with Kassadin, so it was, you know, it was okay. I missed some last hits since, well, basically Ahri's attack damage in the early is just horrendous, so it's really hard to actually last it with her. You need to use your spells. Really on the turret you also need to use your Q, your Orb of Deception, and also your Foxfires to just manage to hit Sting. Last hit, since it can get really hard with only 56 attack damage from her. Else than that, right now I'm just trying to poke when I can, and when this Kassadin is poking. I know that even though he has a lot of potions, if I'm poking, well, I'm gonna get my passive stacking and get my spell vamp at one point, so it's not gonna be that bad. And just last thing here and there, getting some mana back from my Endurance Ring is gonna get really help. It's not. I'm also looking at the map, seeing where this jungler for the other team is going to be. I can't remember what the jungler is for this other team, but even though I think, who was it? I can't remember. But yeah, I don't really remember. Well, on to that, like, what else can you do in this lane right now when I'm just lasting with this casting, just trying to get your last hit? You can't really roam with Ahri. The things you can do with Ahri is set up kills in the lane with your charm. And early game is really all about Ahri hitting her charm, getting 20% more attack, more magic damage. And right here I should use my spells. I'm trying to last it, and I'm also focusing for one last hit. And on the turret one there like that, yeah, you just use your spells to clear it. You don't really have a choice. I also was at full mana, so why I didn't use it, I don't really know. I was really just unfocused in early game. And right here I'm trying to set up a kill by going way too early. Taking a lot of poke for it. And looking through it, I shouldn't have gone that early in. I also tried to hit a charm behind a minion, so it's really hard to hitting a charm. He was doing really well, just training me right there. You're also gonna see that this mid laner and me is just gonna be the two that really hardly carry the game, but also this top lane of course is dying constantly to Tryndamere, so Tryndamere is constantly being a threat. And you're gonna see later on in this gameplay what I do to actually counter Tryndamere really well. And right there is just unlucky. My E goes into the minion just before it dies, and it could get like an easy poke out of that. Here Evelyn pokes down in the bottom lane, or in the bottom of a dragon that this polar bear's here, so I easily just pop up my Foxfires, line up an easy charm and do the Q, and the damage is 20% more and you get an easy kill. Also takes back a little from the things that I'm really just lasting really bad, and takes me a little back into the game. I'm also when I was trying to get the focus of what to build on Ahri, there's a lot of builds you can do. A lot of people love actually rushing DFG on her, simply because DFG is gonna be up every time she has her ultimate. And it's a really nice build to go. I will actually recommend getting DVG if you're going the other build I'm doing right now. You're gonna see I'm actually going DVG this game, but not the first item. I'm going actually Abyssal Scepter to get the magic resistance. I need to get survive this Kassadin, since I know when he hits 6 he can roam a lot better than me. He can get on my face a lot better than me, and I'm just gonna have a hard time against him. So I'm going Abyssal Scepter here in the early game. Into I think I'm going into a death cap into. No, I'm going Abyssal Scepter into boots into death cap, then taking my hourglass into that fire grasp, and then going in the end trying to go what's it called? No, what's it called? The one that reduces their magic resistance. I can't remember what it is. I'm going this build because Ahri doesn't honestly have the biggest problem getting down her damage. With this build as well, with Abyssal Scepter, you can easily do the maximum damage, since Abyssal Scepter takes away some of the magic resistance, so we don't have to be worried that, oh no, if I'm going this I need to rush. Can't remember the name of that, but yeah, like I said, the one that reduces the magic resistance of the enemies. And if you hit your basically hit your E and also has this Abyssal Scepter, your damage is gonna honestly gonna melt everyone. It's also gonna melt tanks. Then also getting DFG, you're not gonna have a problem. It's gonna be a pretty easy way of getting kills. Right here, Evelyn asked me if I need blue, and I'm gonna do as well. I'm also looking at what I can do and how I can actually improve on myself. Actually, since I have my ult right now, I'm looking constantly at the map. It's right there, I saw Volibear. And that's also one of the things you should be doing, is look at the map, see where there are wards, and just look over to them and see what kind of wards there are. Are there 3-meter wards, so you know there are wards there. It's kind of hard to... It's really easy to forget that there's other wards on the map since you didn't set them. You can easily get focused on not looking at them because they're not there. At the point. I also have 2 wards I need to set down, but since the bottom line was really set, and I've seen this Volibear going constantly down bottom line, I haven't really been focusing right there. I also seeing now that bot lane has a problem, so I also know that top has a problem, but to see this, I kind of want to help bottom lane, since those are the most like those who are gonna help me most when I'm in the late game. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm just trying to easy poke down casting, try to get down this wave. This is easy done with my blue, and I'm also looking at when I can actually roam. So I'm actually gonna clear this wave and gonna go like I'm looking like I'm going to go to take the raids, and then I'm going to go down with Evelyn and see if I can get some kills bottom lane. And this is something you need to do as an assassin mage. Try to go to places where you can roam and get easy kills. And with Ahri at level 8, she's starting to get really strong since she has some. She has her ult. She has a lot of in her abilities. So right there, I just use one of my spirit rushes and hit my focus fires going to the spirit rushes. Take my ignite on Tristana since I know she mostly has her jump. Then I just follow her and easily flash E for the double kill. I don't really have to flash for the Alistar right there, I just wanted the kill. Right here I'm just using my charm to try to get some poke on this Kassadin, but my cooldowns are off. My cooldowns are kinda high. Since I didn't rush DMG, that's gonna be something you need to remember, that with this build your cooldowns are you're gonna have high cooldowns, so without your cooldowns, without your DFG, you're gonna have high cooldowns. Without your Unholy Grave, you're gonna have high cooldowns in the early game. So that's something you need to think about. You're not gonna do that great sustain damage, we're gonna do high burst damage. And that's what I was really just focusing on this build. You can go the other way, actually having a nice rotation of damage. Basically going, say... you can go something, say, a Teen Stone Holograve into DFG into Depth Cap. That can be something you can do. And then also go getting Hourglass. You can go DFG You can go DFG that cap into Athenes if that's what you need, if you have mana problems. With this I'm going 2109, getting the mana biscuits, since it's easy to... This really helps out in the early game if you're gonna have a problem with your mana. And also at the point where I'm not confident, at the point of me getting blue, sometimes junglers in just lowly just love taking blues all the time and they don't really give. Something happen, mistakes been gone, and then you're gonna have a hard time against someone that has blue. So again, I got my what I'm trying to tell you guys right. I got my ult again, my Spirit Rush, and I'm looking for see if I can get a kill. This casting still, after the nerf of his ult, like it's still not 20-second cooldown. It's still, I still don't think it is enough. He's still at the point where he can just easily dominate the game. You're gonna see here with how he has like how he uses his jumps and stuff like that. Me and him are actually the two that are actually gonna, and I missed the charm right there, guys. If I hit the charm right there, we got a kill. Since Evelyn was there, she had her ult, everything like that, so it's my fault right there. Didn't kill. But like I was trying to say, you can see that he's going pretty much gonna go flawless to like late game where I'm actually shutting him down. That's the point where you can't catch him. He can easily go in and out with his jumps, and it's really hard to catch him, even for me that I am a super fast Ahri. For me, I would love to have like what Katzin has, that like a Spirit Rush every like some seconds. But that's something I don't have. Other than that, isn't that not much is going on. I think this Evelyn is trying to go on him, something that isn't that smart since it's really low level, and hopefully she's been like ganking all the time and hasn't really gotten as many successful ganks, and basically this Volibear is in a high level even though he died a couple of times. So right here I'm just trying to push so he has that problem that I'm recalling. I'm not thinking about, I could do a fight since he has teleport, and I actually have a Abyssal Scepter over his catalyst. But at a point I didn't really feel like doing so. I was thinking about going bottom, and as you can see here, I saw the ping on his cow, so I'm just gonna get the kills here. I shot him right when he basically bumps me back. And that's really what you want to do. You want to get the easy you want to get the easy shot before you can actually headbutt your way. And while he did that, I actually get the kill. And right here I'm lagging. I have some problems with lag, and usually people go in when I'm lagging. I don't know what that is. It's just I win the trade, so it's not really that bad. But yeah, at the point people low going in when they're seeing people like not doing stuff. Seems like that's what people like doing. I even had a guy that won his lane because he was playing a snowball champion and I just lagged out. And he was like, well, I didn't know you lag. It was like the point I was standing still. Constantly people were saying I was standing still. And right here I'm trying to get the roaming again with top, got blue. Want to use this blue. So I'm gonna see if we can get to Strunderman. It's a war here, so see he sees me. He doesn't see Evelyn, so at this point I'm gonna get him. Right here I did some stupid thing. I actually shot way too early. At the point of what you can actually do with I didn't want to use my Spirit Rush, by the way. What you can do is you can actually sham later on, and I had to use my ult. That's something that sucked. And I had to use all my charges to do it really well, so it's like did really well. I thought I was gonna get him right here, but right when I sham, he actually jumps. It was really good. I think they actually had a ward in there, so saw me doing, but it was a really nice play of this Cassidine. But at that point, I didn't really want to use my Spirit Rush there to take him down, but I had to because I failed my charm. It hit, but I hit it at the wrong time. I haven't leveled up that much that it doesn't last for very long. So if I actually hit my cooldowns and waited for him to be at very low before he actually had to hit his charm, that will actually do very good. And right here I was just wondering what distance I was doing. He can't be able to like get anything top, so I don't see what he did. He was like flashing in to do something, and I don't really know what it is. was going to do. Like, why are you doing that? I don't see the point of it. So right now, just gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to try some wards, get some ward control, and next going down the dragon, see what we can do. And they're going to fighting. Right now, I'm the one on the team that does most of the damage. I have 5 of the kills, meaning I need to carry. And you can see, even the tank right here got. I just hit my charm and did like half of his health with my cooldowns. My cooldowns are still really high. But at this point, I want to get a death cap. Tried everything by getting a kill, and actually missed my. If I actually hit my, if I waited with my Q right there, I was actually getting a kill, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck! Right when he jumps, I actually use my Q. It was like. It was really frustrating, but still, it was nice play with this. Like I said, nice play with this casting. And now this streamer is trying to get into me. What's really fun about this streamer is that afterwards I found out he's a really friend with the guy. Actually, I went up being friends and we actually end up doing afterwards. So he's a nice guy. Like I don't really like streamers, but that's the point. You can get through their ult. Like they need to hit their ult, so if you don't hit it, they actually die. And that's what's really nice with charms. You can cancel out their. Chance to do that. What I was thinking about going back, but I saw the wave, so I should clear it down. So right here, I want to help with dragon, but I seem like I have like a problem right here, and the problem is that I have no mana, and since I'm doing most of the damage, I would still want to help, and I managed to get Wallabear out there, hitting my charm, but at that point, I still need to be really careful, since if they're coming to get me, I'm gonna have a problem. Right here, I need to back off. I don't know why I'm staying around, since I have no mana. I was like, maybe I can hit the charm to just stop it, but at the point with the air flash and some engage right here, I've probably been dead. And at the point, I don't know why he was going in right here. They know that I'm like the strongest link right here, and I didn't have no mana. So right here, I'm just trying to clear a wave. I arced my Q a little wrong. You can actually arc your Q, so you can take it one way, then move around, and then they will move. Right here, I need to back off, and I'm gonna be buying the. I was thinking about getting boots right here, but at the point, I wanted to. Get some boost in my AP, since I'm still doing really good damage, and I don't really need the armor pen because of a Whistle Scepter yet, so that's why I get the first item. Getting the rod. Also, a great for getting mana if you're going this build is going to Dorn's Blade, going Abyss, actually getting not 2 Dorn's Blade, 2 Dorn's Rings. They'll give you the mana you need to actually sustain most of the time, and right here I'm going in and trying to see a wearable target. I'm seeing that Evelyn is going on Distressed, trying to get her. She's got right away, so just damaging what's close to me. Also looking at top lane is gonna have a really big problem top lane. So I'm looking at top lane, seeing that, well, I need to go top lane after this. Streamer is gonna push the turret. That kind of look like turret for dragon. And at the point that top lane is lost so much, it's not much else you can do. And right here, I really should go back earlier right there, but I see Sin. I think I saw Sin Shao going back and thinking he's gonna have to do something to go against it, but he constantly just dies to him because he's trying to fight him. And right there, I could actually go in and do some cheesy stuff, but I don't really want to. I saw this trend. So I went up there. Also saw the blue was up. Oh, sorry guys. Just back from working out, and I'm like, I want to do this commentary before I was going to do anything else, because then I can render it while I'm like getting some food and stuff like that. So that's why I'm doing this. I usually have this point where I haven't gone to work yet, so I just wake up, do workout, do a video, then I render it, and get some food. After that, I play some games. I have some more gameplays for you guys. If I see something cool, make some cool montages and stuff like that. I'm actually gonna try make some montages of all the clips I have to make something cool for you guys. But I'm not still sure what to do. Also, I have to give really thanks to free songs to use on YouTube for making me use this music that's in the background. You can use it without getting copyrighted, and it's a lot of these YouTube channels that have this. And I think it's really awesome to do the ones that make this music that also just let it's free, not copyrighted, so people like us that make YouTube videos can have some music in the background, so it doesn't get boring. And if you saw back right there, I'm trying to get casted in. I knew I had my ults, I had like a lot of mobility, so I was just really afraid of tower, but I saw like I think I missed my E or something like that, and then I was like, okay, no, I'll learn from my mistakes. I'm going out. If you hit your E, you can burst down easy targets. If you don't, you're in a really big problem. And right here I did a mistake. I actually turned right when he was using his W. I was trying to like bait it, but yeah. So he got like a triple slow. And at this point I'm really strong, but now I'm like most of the damage. Just by seeing off it. I'm not trying to like see what I could do to even snowball even more. But the problem is that it's casted in snowballing as well, and its top is snowballing, so at a point they have two people that can carry, and they may have a Triss that's trying to get really strong. So it's like really bad. And right there I didn't use my charm on Trinmer. If I did that, we would have an easy kill. And I also missed my charm on Trist, so yeah. And then I really get in a really bad spot right here. I didn't have any charms. I was like thinking, oh, I had my finger on the flash button, my D, but I didn't press it, you know. And yeah, hit my charm right there. Give someone else the kill, since staying there is suicide, because I'm gonna get third hour. And then looking at bot lane again. So right there, I was running the opposite side, knowing that my Q wouldn't hit, but I know they will follow up. Right here, as I said, getting that gap before getting my T2 boots, since you don't need penetration with getting both Abyssal Scepter and hitting your E, but I'm not hitting my E, so I shouldn't do anything else than that. Stuff like that, so yeah. That's like a big mistake for me. Doing something stupid, and I shouldn't do that for some reason. It's like, why I'm doing that? Like, I need to hit my E. With this build, you need to hit your E. I would say death cap going DFG into something like, say, a death cap. It's much more rewarding. It's much more rewarding if you know how to use your actives, because you can just simply just hit get a target in with it, and if you hit both your charm and out, it's just gonna explode. I've done that before, and at the point where you just see targets explode. And right here, I don't want my team to fight right here. I was saying it on my stream as well. I don't want them to fight right here, simply because to the point where I need to clear out top lane, and there's also a Trinity right here. And right here, you're gonna see me just trying to focus this guy down, and gonna get him right here. I think I'm really lucky he didn't have his ult in that case, because I probably would have died, but I got boots from mine. So I think I'm really lucky. There's nothing magic about that. Just hitting your E, getting the most of the damage out, and then just waiting for rotations. What you want to do is you want to use your rotations. You want to use your Foxfire, your W. Go in with your ult, hit your EQ, E. Then wait a little second, so see what you need to do with the second one. Maybe even go even deeper, and then go out with the third. And then or even have flash if you need to. So you can even flash engage, even going flash E, because it takes away the animation of E, and it makes it go faster out. Then go do your rotations, then the sphere follow off with Spirit Rush, but then you need to be worried that you don't have any escapes out if you use all of your 2 of the Spirit Rushes. And in a lot of cases that isn't worth it if you don't if it's a hyper target and it's like in the last of the game and you're just like thinking, oh my god, if I do this, I will actually win the game, do it. But in most cases, use your spirit rush to get in, and that's like the best case. So right here I was thinking like, we're getting this, basically we're trying to get this dragon. I also wanted this blue, but we end up team fighting, and I used my spirit rush in a really bad way right here, but I still managed to clear up the kills, and I get 1 kill right there. If I spirit rush it in, I would probably get more of the kills, but again, me getting more fat at this point is no point. I think I said it like most of the time. I think I said it in... No, I hadn't said it in another video, what the hell. But I said it to most of my friends. If you get at the point where you get mostly fed, give some kills to someone else. At the point where you have 200 CS and 15 kills, what does that help with your team is like... what does it help? And right here he gets a quarter kill. I'd like... And it was like, I think I said they should push, but at a point where they shouldn't... Where they shouldn't like die from it. It gets to the point where you have that sincere, where people just simply like to push out. I guess like the... I wanted them to push that the turret, but they didn't even get the turret because there was too... I think they were too weak. It was like... In most cases, the Ezreal can't really do much. And I've seen more stuff like that. It's kind of at the point where I don't really like Ezreal as an ADC, because he honestly can't... Sorry to say, but he honestly can't carry that much. As in... To the point of how much damage you need to take out. Atreus does way more. Caitlyn does way more. Even Graves does more. Lucian. Yeah, like to the point where you need to hit all your abilities. It's really hard. And right there, this Cassian just waited for I was in shout to jump in, and he just used his R out. So here these streamers coming in, and I'm like, finally hit him with a charm, and I hit him like too early. But I wanted to stop them from hitting my team. Right here I'm looking like, well, okay, what can I do? I should have gone this twin mirror a little much earlier. I should like was like unsure if I could actually get the flash. I was like, and again right here I'm just... And again right here, I'm not sure if I did a mistake right here or there, but I didn't think they actually should have followed that. At this point, like, why follow? They don't know where half of the team is right there, and they're gonna get a little mad at me for not being there. And I know I'm most of the damage, but other case, like, why fight it there? We fight in a place we didn't have wards, and we can actually take them into like... This is the point where we need to like push out the lanes, and top was like pushing in. So if we die right there, they can just push the bottom lane and get all the way to a hip turret. That's something I didn't want to happen. And right here, just... See, this Trace is just way too ballsy, me having all my abilities up. And I just fucking obliterated her. Like I said, she blew up because I hit my abilities, hit my charm. And here I think this Elsa actually wanted to give me the kill instead of giving someone else, because he knows I'm already fed, so why give someone else the kill? And for me, at the point there, I thought about it back, and I shouldn't actually take the kill. I was going to the point where, if I hadn't taken the kill, I would probably have helped someone else. And right here is the split decision that actually makes us lose the game both ways. There's no time for us to actually... I looked at death timers, and there's no time for us to actually get at the tip turret. And all our damage, basically, I mean all our sustained damage, since I need to use my rotations of cooldowns, are gone. If S was here, if Xin Shao was here, if like the team was here, we would have gotten this Baron and we would have won the game. We would have been so strong and we would have actually won the game from that. But it comes to the point where For one, we loses so many people, and I actually managed to get this Kasdan. So I got a shutdown on Kasdan, and again have to like use my. I'm gonna die here as well. Yeah, I'm gonna die as well. It's like couldn't do much else. Because to the point where the point of checking death timers after you kill people is to see how long they've been and then going for a jeopardy. So you're going to the closest one of the times where you have the death timers. So right there, there's I think it was like 8 or 10 seconds on 2 of the other team, and we had all of us. It's like to the point of why push something when there's just gonna stand there and we can't get anything out of it. At that point, the Baron was a nice choice, but since we know 2 of them were dead and they would use some time to get there, and the Baron would be dead if you had Xin Chao and Ezreal there. It would have been dead. So it's kind of just the conclusion of that really set us even more back, and that set actually more my team back and even me back, since I died from that and they got more shutdowns and they got more gold from me. So it's just getting a really big problem out of that. And at that point, I was also really thinking, how can we? I was really. I was really thinking about what can we do. I'm like saying again, like we need to push out the lanes right now because we can't do any plays. That's again, lanes dominates what you can do. Lanes dominates plays. So say for example, can you get a turret if there are no minions at bottom lane? Say you're doing say you like Abelmada doing the first gank. What happened down there was that we had no minions. So at the point, why should I and he actually uses my R into my he actually uses his R into my Q. I was getting the true damage, killing him, so I was like, well, okay, thank you for the free kill. But at the point, like I said, bottom lane, why should we go for the turret when it goes to the point where we can get the turret? We didn't have enough minions, we didn't have enough damage, so why not get something that comes back later on? That's Dragon. Just a sense of saying what we can get out of the kills we can is simply the points that are rare. There again, they're going to ham. They have Baron buff, so why even fight them? And there's the point where I need to clear out again. And I have a really nice clear with Q right now, so it's okay. But again, I don't see why they want to go so ham with someone who has Baron buff. It gives them immense amounts of stats, and that's those plays are what makes us lose the game. It's just the point where since I was fed top so much that it's getting extremely more stronger, and I can't like do anything. And right here I use really bad Q, but yeah. And I have cooldowns, so I can't really do anything. And my E stopped the kill from going on to S right there, and it like clear this out. And right here he's just gonna see me actually get the kill on Trimmer because I can. And he's get a shutdown again, and I wanted that kill. Just right there, I wanted that kill just to even. I didn't really care more. I didn't care about giving gold to older people right here. And the simple reason is because I wanted to give it so the older people also can get fed, but I say that the decision making is just at a point where I honestly need to carry it. I knew that right here that if I didn't stay around the battles, if I didn't do most of the stuff, pinged around, like, we'll mostly just die. And right here again, we're going for a fight we shouldn't fight. And I'm dying. Like, I got split out, so I should have gone bottom side, but at the point we're doing a fight we shouldn't go. Yes, we know trying to trade Dragon, but for one we didn't have swipers, and it was bottom I was just going there. And right here I was needed to get rid of my cooldown reduction problem, so I started to get DFG to get in more ways to burn down from, say, I wanted to have more ways to burn down Kasdan, so if I hit my E I can easily do DFG Q, W, and do almost all of his HP. But yeah, he got really hard. And sorry for that, guys. This sound in the back right here. It's a cover commercial. I Since I'm using on YouTube, someone that gets the commercial, and at this point I was just writing shit. So, and usually it's short commercials. So it's like, even though I had a dual screen, I need like alt tab out to get to the other screen. So I didn't really feel like doing that. So if you hear that, sorry, it probably shouldn't be that much more of that, but yeah. And here to start with the reporting, I'm like, oh my god, stop thinking about the report. And more think about what you can do in the game. Like reports, you can say to the report, yeah, this guy got his top so immensely fed. It's kind of hard for us to counter him, so we kind of need to take out some of the best resources that should be in the fight to stop him. So right now I need to go in top lane because I know I'm also mostly the one that can stop him. I know this Sinchar is just gonna die. And the only reason I can take him out is because I'm ranged. And that means that I can like get must mean I can get kills. And right there I'm like, oh my god, you kidding me? He just pushed me out right before I was gonna do my what is it called? My Q, my orb of deception. I was like, oh my god. But there we did a nice team fight getting out of pick. Even though it's from saving Ezreal, and having I been there with the charm just getting down casting. And right again here we can't really do the picks. And we are half health and both our lanes are pushing out, so, and our Ezreal is bottom lane. And they keep going in. Like they keep going trying to get something out of that, when at this point we should just take that to actually recover and get it ready for the next fight. Even though they're going deeper and deeper, and this Triss gets another kill, and I'm just constantly try to do something when isn't the moment to do something. It's the same thing I said about lanes. If you don't have minions, you can't really push. That's the point of why Ziggs was so dominant in such a long time, because if his ult, it was like you can use your ult to clear from mid lane. You can just go to the side to where the red buff is and you can clear top lane. And just do that. To the point you can clear minions and people can't push them more, because you need minions if you don't have a really tanky jungler or tanky top lane. So it was really hard when we were fighting her. No, we were fighting him, and that's why they actually nerfed it. So you can have both. You can choose what you wanted to do. You can basically choose if you wanted to get the wave, or if you wanted to have the damage in team fights. And Ezreal actually, right there, Ezreal actually saved us. He saved us by pushing out the lane, so they couldn't actually do anything, because he needed to stop Ezreal from pushing out. But even though they were late, and he got the turret out of him, and he also survived. So that was really nice of Ezreal. Better point. He saw what he could do with the wave. He pushed out the wave, and he saw what he should do with it. Instead of pushing something that just gonna get people fed. And another tip for you guys, if you're, like I said, using these actives and you have problems remembering them, have a certain spot for where you have your actives. So for me, 1 and 2 is my 2 active spots. So 1 is from my offensive, 2 from my defensive. I also use X for my 3rd active if I say I have something called like say we got Blade, and also what's the other thing? The one that gives you attack speed, I can't remember one. And again, sorry for the commercials thing. But again, I have that on X, so I can easily just click X. Then say we use a Rengar, you click X, you click X, you jump in on people since you have your ult. Then I can easily do my Q, my 1 ability, that is gonna be the Blade active. Then do the Q again, then do the W into like the E, and you're constantly getting damage out. That's you just where you want to do with the point where you always know where your actives are. And my 3rd ability is usually my wards, and my 5 is my help bots. And wait, my 5, what the hell? How is this changed again? What the fuck? Usually my 4 is my health pots and my 5 is my five 5 and 6 is my health pots and mana pots. I think I changed around when I seen it says 4. That's weird because I usually have my trinket on T and my 4 and I don't use 7 at all. So I think it resets something or whatever, so I need to look at that next time I'm playing the game. And it's right there, my hourglass saved me. Casting just jumped into me like I knew in the long time in the early game. Like I said, I needed to get something to stop that. And to help stopping his burst now, I got hourglass. And they're doing out the build that I think was going to be the best. And the build works out, it's just we doing a stupid team fight is going to actually lose us the game. We're hanging on to a real long point where it's going to be a team fight where that's soon actually gonna happen. It's gonna happen like 7 minutes time or something, or 60 minutes time, where again they're going into a team fight where both our carries are actually gone. So me and S aren't even there, and they just let's go into the fight. And again I was like thinking, why throw the game? It was like both the tanks, yeah, they were there, but what the hell are you gonna do without your damage? This was like a point where I couldn't even do anything about it. It wasn't to a point. Actually, it's here, I think. Yeah, it's actually here. What happens is that Leona and Evelyn is going from the side, so we have no front line right here. And right here, they're on the side of it, and we're caught off, and they get caught. At this point, I'm like saying, well, at this point, it's mostly Leona's fault because she was going with Evelyn. If she was with us, Evelyn can go from the side and we won't lose this. But at this fight, as this team fight erupts, our front line just goes away and we have no damage at all. Like we can't focus the carries because it's so tight. So our team comp where we have mostly just I need to move around and stuff like that. It's just a team fight where we won't be able to do anything. And we just die from it and they easily take the game. So at the point, it's both. I won't call that Evelyn's mistake. We'll more call it Leona's mistake for not staying with our force, so this Evelyn can actually go around. But like I said in this, I can carry this when people do that. Like at the point where they just throw the game, at the point where they're just standing at the point where they're making Kassadin, they're making Tryndamere, they're making Trist have all the advantages. At a point where I can spirit rush through Tryndamere, through Volibear, through Kassadin, because they're gonna do way too much damage, and that just loses us the game. But yeah, that's the end of this. That even though I get fed, you can't always carry. And I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. And if you did, leave a like, favorite, and hopefully comment. Bye.